Good afternoon, September the 28th, 2015, and time to wrap up the trading today. We came in this morning wanting to get short. Thought they would at least get stops below 1900, and after that we didn't know. We had some news that we had to get through. The news was pretty close to expectation. Dallas Fed was a little lower than forecast, except for pending home sales. Pending home sales missed by quite a bit. Personal spending was a tenth higher at the expense of the saving rate. Personal income was a tenth lower than forecast. So the news was pretty close to spot on. China's overnight news was the talk of the financial press before the market opened. We came in with a B, so we wanted to get short, and this morning we were trying to sell 10s to 15s. And that's this area right here. So the first trade that set up that produced a winner was the mean green. This S was a winner. We took that and talked through live. We talked this trade through live. I didn't get it up in time. Retest failure down here gave you a small winner. This S right here, a scratch. No trade on that S. Another retest failure, a small winner. This B, if you'd taken it and its legitimate trade, was a loser, and that meant you missed that S over that bar. These two S's are positive. This S is positive. This S right here on the 1300 bar is a loser. This S is a loser. But again, the idea was we wanted to be short because we thought we could get stops below 1900, and we did. And at that point we had to come back and take it. So the thing that really worked out well for us was the F2 screen that held you on the short side pretty much all day long. 3 letters wide, the market can still trend. 3 letters wide, the market can still trend. We did get 4 letters wide right here, but we get a new move lower, and I think that selling is going to continue into the close. Well, this market is still pointed lower. Looking at the F1 screen, a lower high, lower low, we're a seller. As I said on F2, it is confirmed. Don't give me any well does, Charlie. So if the market was to close right here at 70, we'd be trying to sell 75 to 80 would be sell 1. Then our 85 to 90 would be sell 2. And really haven't seen any example of heavy Fed support for the market. We said there was support at 67 to 70. It looks like that's going to come out. If that came out, the next support really is in this 50 area. So on the assumption that they're going to get stops below 50 or 60, first buy will be 55 to 60, and that's a ways away. And I'm guessing we're going to see new lows. I don't think the low's in for the day. And then buy 2, and the trade I like is stops below 50. So getting long against 50 right here, I think, offers us a pretty good trade. Tomorrow's news: Case-Shiller called up a tenth. Consumer confidence at 96, ranged from a call from 88 to 101. Trade balance minus 59. No one will pay any attention to it. Then there's a new report they're going to start carrying called farm prices, and those are called down 5.7%. Sure don't see that much in the price of meat. Eggs are expensive. Protein is costing a lot. Butter is expensive. Beef has been very expensive. Chicken has started to move up. So you still have to be careful in the supermarket. Okay, we came in this morning saying we liked the long side of treasuries for one reason only, that we thought the stock market was going to sell. We thought the major determinant of the direction for treasuries would be the stock market, and we turned out to be correct on that. The knob spread exploded. The 10-year is higher, but not nearly as much as the 30-year is. So we started out this morning saying resistance definitely at 12 to 16, might be 8 to 12, and it turned out to be 8 to 12 until late in the day. So on the F1 screen, higher low, higher high, we're looking for places to buy it. To retest today's highs or the Globex high, wherever the case might be. So pretty strong profile. Volume is at 9 in the top half of the distribution. We've got this test of 15. Haven't quite made it there yet, but we probably will in Globex. So back where we were this morning. Sell 15s to 19s, sell 1. 23 to 27, sell 2. On the buy side, the breakout came from 08. We're currently at 13.5, so 5 to 9, buy 1. If the E-mini is selling, we're not, we're going to have to pay 13s to get in. It just depends on what goes on late in today's session. And then 29 to 01 for buy 2. So our original early assessment of the market, we were buyers, turned out to be correct. And I emphasize this, and I will continue to do it. If you get the direction right, everything else falls into place. And if you don't get the direction right, you can make money, but you really have to trade for very, very small movements. You have to pinpoint support and resistance with a high degree of accuracy, and you got to trade many, many times to pull that off during the day. It's just easier to let the market direction work in your favor, get on the right side, and see how far the ride will take you. Okay, the knob spread has come in a little since it peaked in L period, off about 3/32, but it did close strong. We went out at 29.4.5, and a very, very strong profile. Volume is over time right there. That one tick difference is all you need. So selling failure to take out 20 to 24 is the first trade, then 57.31 to 58.03, sell 2. On the buy side, last rotate down stopped at 8, so 5 to 9, buy 1. And the breakout came from really from 29. We'll go 25, 29, buy 2. And our number 1 points are where support and resistance are right now, and they can hold. Then we skip a level. We jump at a level for our number 2 points because of the volatility, especially in this contract, the volatility of this one. This one is a mover. Okay, gold I think is going to try to notch a little bit lower. UBS is back in the news on a gold probe. All these big major banks, and they all get fined. That money that they get fined goes into doesn't really go back to repay the people that have been damaged. It goes in and funds off the book programs by this administration. So it's found money, and they're not going to kill a goose that lays the golden egg. They're going to wound it, but they're not going to kill it. So these guys pay fines and they don't go to jail. If you're some poor little retail account and you figured out how they game the system, you can go to jail, but not the big guys that do it day in and day out. Gold, lower high, lower low. We're pointed lower. We're at 33 last. Support is at 25 to 30. We had hoped to buy the 25 to 27 area. Market stopped just above 27. So we got a P right here. We got volume above time. We're pointed higher right here, so we're going to try to sell 35s to 37s, sell 1. 39 to 41, sell 2. I think we can trade lower. On the buy side, 28 to 30. That's where support is. No magic there. Than 25 to 23 for buy 2. And we've gotten really good trades off the 20 area. That's where I think we've got the real opportunity to the long side is. Crude didn't quite get down to our buy zone. It did stop. It got a little bit above our sell zone, but it did give us a good trade off the highs. Fundamentals, more supply than demand. Find a place to sell crude. Lower high on the F1 screen, lower low, so we're sellers. Looking at the F2 screen, last rotate up stopped at 63, so this 75 area to the buck, sell 1. 25 to 50, sell 2. We're going to pick up this area right here, and we're going to pick up this area right there on our sell from the F44.75 to 45. And here we are, 44.25, 44 even. And then 43.50, 43.75, picking up that tail over there that happened on September the 23rd. You know, it'd be interesting, Ted, to see if QE actually works to support the market on this go-around. I mean, we've been there. It sure isn't working for Europe and for China right now. If they do that and the market doesn't rally, then I guess they can buffer the selling that's going to come off of that. But okay, we do QE4. What happens? So I'm sure we would get an initial rally. I'm not too sure we get follow-through buying off of it. I mean, would you believe it? I mean, would you place money out there in any other way, shape, or form than just it's a trade on a long-term investment? I think what we need to do to turn this thing around, and it can't happen until 2017, is change the tax and regulatory environment. Give the economy a chance to grow, and a chance for the Fed to actually have their programs work. Right now, the Fed, the deck is so stacked against the Fed and what they want to do that it's really hard to see how they're doing any more than just lip service. Okay, on the euro, it is higher. There was a little devaluation last night with yuan, with talk of more to come before the end of the year on major devaluations. So we'll see. The euro is higher, higher low, higher high, looking for a place to buy it. Now, having said that, I hope it's higher in London than it fails at one of our numbers so we can get short. So I hope we go a little bit higher. Selling 12.75 would be sell 1. Then 113 even, sell 2. On the buy side, we broke it out at 32, so 12.25 buy 1. And buy 2 would be 12 even. And that's it for September the 28th, 2015. I will see you all bright and early in the morning. We'll see if the E-mini continues to sell this afternoon. Later.